Richard Joshua Drywater. I'm from Tahlequah, Oklahoma. I went in July 2009 and I got out the beginning of 2013. I did my basic training at Fort Sill. From there I went to Fort Benning for a while, then to Fort Knox. And my first official duty station after all my schooling was Fort Riley, and from there I deployed to Iraq. I think the military, of course it's going to give you structure, but it teaches you professionalism, common courtesy, manners. Leadership is probably the big one, even, a lot of people, joke around about being an officer and everything, but even at some of the lowest enlisted ranks, you're thrown into leadership positions pretty quick, and it's definitely a sink or swim environment. If this is something that you want to do, the Army will give you that opportunity, and they will help you, and they will turn you into leaders. The advice I'd give for children and future leaders, you're not going to have everything figured out, and you might end up going down multiple paths, but that's okay. It's a learning experience. Just because you have one hiccup, it's not the end of life. It's not all downhill from there. I know a lot of people, some veterans, family, anything, and at any point, you reach a point where you just think, uh-oh, I'm done. I've messed it up for life. Just take a step back, think about it, and you can always, reverse a little bit and go down the path that you want to go down. And also, it's like I tell my younger siblings, at the age that you're at now, you can do anything that you want. You have to realize that this is what you want to try, and you make a plan and you stick to that plan and go down. Since I was a kid, that's all I remember is my grandfather saying that we were a Cherokee and identifying us as Cherokee. And I remember me and my brother, when we were little, always going to the national holiday and doing the blowgun contest and things like that, and our grandpa would talk about our ancestors and things like that. So for me, it's always been a family thing, and it's a sense of pride. And everywhere I go, I try to let people know. Of course, I always get the people that seem kind of shocked by it, but I can tell them my family lineage and everything, because I was taught by my grandfather. And so when I think about what it means to be a Cherokee, the first thing that always comes to my mind is my grandpa.